qualifying form it mastered just yet. But as McPhee and Antonelli showed, both inside the top 6 at the checkered flag, despite qualifying well done on the grid. And salvage a good result after a difficult Friday and Saturday.
Yep, that is for sure. Neil, as we see Carlos Tatai move up to 5th place there. And this, if there is any races, we were a little bit mentioning earlier, if there is a race where you're going to see some really special performances from some wildcards, this is going to be the place that you'll see it. For example, last year, Raul Fernandez, number 25, we saw him. This was his first, I think, appearance this year, last year. Maybe it was back in Jerez as well. But the reigning FIM Moto3 Junior World Champion finished 10th place last year as a wildcard for that Angel Nieto team. So that's pretty special from him. Could we see something similar from Carlos this weekend? How long till we find out? There's Alex Marquez bedding those new gloves in, new designs for both him and brother Marc Marquez as well this weekend, and what is their home race.
We've spoken a little bit about the championship. Just 3 points separate the first 2 guys, but we've had 6 different winners in Moto3 from 6 races this year. The record in Grand Prix history for the most variety at the start of the season is 7 different winners from 7 races, and that was back in 1988 in the 250 category.
Wow. Can you name all different winners though, Neil?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, damn it. I was going to try and catch you out then. Go ahead.
Well, it was a quality field back then. Tony Mang, Jimmy Felice, Cito Pons, Joan Garriga, Dominique Saron, Luca Cadlora, and Jacques Cornu on the first, one race in the first 7 back in 1988. So, should we see someone like Lorenzo Dalla Porta, Tatsuki Suzuki, win this weekend, someone that hasn't won, and we will see that record getting equaled. And you wouldn't bet against that happening, because someone like Dalla Porta, well, he's been there or thereabouts on the podium quite a lot, but has yet to break his winning duck in 2019. And we've had Toba, Massia, Canet, Antonelli, McPhee, and Arbolino triumphing in the first 6 races of this year. So fantastic variety as always in Moto3, and almost unprecedented unpredictability this year also.
Yep, you do think we could add another name to that list, maybe in the form of Lorenzo Dalla Porta, who, for a man who is second in the championship standings at the moment, it is surprising to know that he's not actually had a win so far this year. Of course, he did get a couple of wins last year, just the one, in fact, but down at the San Marino Grand Prix, Misano. But could Dalla Porta be another one to get a win? Could he be lucky? Is it lucky number 7? Magnificent number 7? Not long until we find out. Here's Ryusa Yamanaka of the Estrella Galicia Junior squad, up to 5th place at the moment. That is a really, really good outing for those guys this morning. Amy Dargan down in pit lane with, I think, the racing boss, Christian Lundberg.
Christian, we were just having a conversation about Lorenzo Dalla Porta, his place in the championship. He sits only 3 points behind Aaron Canet, an important second, 2/3 of the season left, but he's still chasing this first win of 2019. What's the missing bit at the moment? What's not quite clicking?
Some mistake in the last lap in a few races, so I thought that the beginning of the season was not so bad for the performance of Lorenzo, because he was fighting until the end of every race for winning the races. But maybe sometimes he wasn't so lucky, or he made some mistake in the last lap, and we never win. We are the only rider that he never win in the first 6 riders of the classification. But I think that in the next events the win must come, and we must continue focus and don't lose any race to get points in every race. We hope that the winning will be here, because we win so many times in this circuit. We love this circuit, so we cross the finger that Lorenzo can win this race.
Christian, I think I just noticed that Lorenzo is limping. Has he got a problem?
Sorry.
I think I've just noticed when he was leaving pit lane that Lorenzo was limping. He has a problem with the leg?
No, the crash of Mugello, he has a little pain in the foot, in the left foot, but it's not something important.
Thanks, Christian.
Thank you very much for that, Amy and Christian Lundberg. They're just talking about Lorenzo Dalla Porta, and yes, well, not surprised his crash in Mugello maybe gave him a little bit of a niggle there. There was a big crash there up at Arrabbiata too, but not holding him back too much there. He's up in the first place. And of course, another man, if we're going through the list of potential winners that could up the tally of different winners that we've had this year, I mean, Lorenzo Dalla Porta is one of them. His teammate Marcus Ramirez, you would have expected at the start of the season, could well be another. And even looking down the championship standings, how long is it till Celestino Vietti gets his first win as well, the podium finisher from back in Jerez? What about the likes of Andrea Mino, Gabriel Rodrigo, Tatsuki Suzuki? I mean, so many different names. It really is as wide open as it could ever be. Much like, unlike last year, even this time last year, as we see Kaito Toba, one of the winners that we've had this year, down in the gravel there. Where is that? Is that down at turn 1? I think it is, because that looks like the long back penalty lane. It is. So that's gone some way as he slid out there, but clearly lost it fairly early, I should imagine, then tipping into turn 1, given where he is on the track. We're going to get a replay of this. We are indeed. It's quite a quick one then, isn't it, Neil? Well, our second crasher of the day then, after Dennis Foggia went down earlier on. And, of course, that was a crash for him last time out in Mugello. Was for Kaito Toba. Big high side there as he took out Yumi Sasaki as well, unfortunately. But we get a look now at Jaume Masia. Fairly quiet out on track at the moment. He's putting in the laps all by himself. He's missing some riders on the actual live timing screen. So we can look down for it. Masia is up at the 12th place at the moment. Just nearly 4 tenths back off your leader in the standings at the moment, Lorenzo Dalla Porta, and 9 tenths cover the top 21 riders in this first session. So seriously impressive stuff so far.
Yeah, it was a fantastic ride from Masia back at Mugello, Matt, to get podium finish. We had noted that KTMs maybe weren't quite as strong as the Hondas and Mugello. We know that both of these bikes are very well and closely matched in 2019 as Masia goes to the top of the time sheets here at Montmeló. But yeah, fantastic ride. First of the KTMs across the line. Decent recovery on the last lap from Masia after a few difficult outings.
We just saw Kazuki Misaki go to the top of the times there as well. The man who has quite a wealth of experience here as well, of course, as they all do. Former Red Bull rookie champion, and of course FIM CV Junior World Championship rider. And Aaron Canet still hasn't got those front end issues sorted, has he? That was, I think he had a bit of an extra bubble there as he was getting frustrated with the bike. But that was a big moment coming down into turn 1 again for Canet.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was rider error, frustration at his own mistake, but it's not really been a straightforward session for Canet. Just looking down the timesheets, I think that they, well, he's up, so just up into second. So it's not looking too bad at the moment, but yeah, we've seen a couple of mistakes from Canet. The bike doesn't look that stable. But after just going second behind Kazuki Mizaki, not necessarily the worst place to be.
If you're wondering why Kazuki Misaki is wearing a completely black helmet with some Red Bull stickers on it, well, we do have the new homologation rules for helmets into force in the World Championship this weekend, and some helmets haven't actually met the homologation regulations. So a few of the riders might even see some more in MotoGP. If you look very closely, not actually wearing their usual brands, using unstickered or a different sticker on a different brand. Basically, to make sure they're wearing helmets which do actually meet homologation. But some riders, it's presenting a bit of an issue for them. You can actually get a full list of the helmets that have been homologated on the FIM website, I believe. And it's not even just this type of model is not homologated. You might have one size in that model homologated, but another not so. But some very interesting things coming out of that for all you fanatics about riders' leathers and helmets and whatnot.
Yeah, these are some new measures that have been put into place, basically to bring the level of crash helmet up to a standard. Basically, taking a concussion a bit more seriously now. Head protection obviously has always been very important indeed, but helmet technology always evolving. Some really interesting new technologies being put into those to try and prevent issues with concussion. These latest measures that have been enforced, well, we've caught one or two manufacturers out, it seems.
Yes, quite right. But it seems Rodrigo's still using his regular design, so no such issues for him as he goes to the top of the timesheets. John McPhee's just gone into second place, just behind him there as well. McPhee was here last weekend and getting a look at his Junior World Championship teammates, giving them a little bit of a helping hand out on track. And of course, I guess even every little helps. If you're getting some feedback from them about any changes in the track or any bumps appearing here and there and whatnot. But track conditions, as we heard from Pablo Nieto earlier when speaking about Dennis Foggia, they will be rather dirty out there. I think Bastianini's pole time here last year was a 1:48 or so, and still in the very, very, very late 1:49s. And whether in Barcelona, as I understand, it's been quite a mix over the last few weeks or so. It's around about the time of year as well. You've actually new phenomenon I've been learning about this year, thanks to it completely covering my car several times. Pollen pops have been an issue throughout Europe, but it's leaving the track rather dirty. But as of course the weekend goes on, it'll be far cleaner. Not so clean out on the green there as Yumi Sasaki goes seriously wide. That'll be a lap time cancelled for him as he comes across the finish line. What's Aaron Canet able to do here? He's got Sergio Garcia in his slipstream. His teammate though, Alonso Lopez, has gone to the top of the times. It's the number 21. He's another one who tends to go very well at circuits that have usually appeared on the FIM CV Moto3 World Championship calendar as well, don't they?
We're going to be seeing a lot of riders using that on that penalty lane throughout this weekend, Matt. So it's quite easy to get your braking point the adult going into turn one there. One of the fastest points on the calendar, just coming down where Nico Antonelli is right now. Very easy to just miss braking marker ever so slightly as you pitch in here. John McPhee's had a pretty good session, sitting in fourth. Honda's 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the moment. And, yeah, it's the Australian Galicia guys that are formation flying. Alonso Lopez leading the way. In fact, I think it's Garcia leading the way, but we've seen this a few times from these guys. Quite impressive showings in their free practice sessions at Mugello. And, well, Garcia didn't have the best race, but I was quite impressed that he was inside Q2. I think that was his first trip to Mugello. It certainly isn't an easy track to learn. So, hasn't exactly set the world alight so far this year, as Garcia, 16-year-old. I think we are seeing some occasional flashes of talent which show exactly why the Australian Galicia team had so much trust in him.
Yes, well, this is also the kid who last year in the FIM Junior World Championship managed to get 4 wins to his name, as opposed to the eventual champions 3 wins. That was Raul Fernandez, who's the reigning champion there. So Sergio Garcia definitely not lacking talent by any stretch, that is for sure. Only a matter of time before we see him come to the forefront of the races as well, we imagine. He's doing very, very well indeed at the moment here. We're now into the low 149, so just a couple of minutes ago in the high 149s. Well, the times have already plummeted. We see Darren Binder get a little bit loose on the edge there. Jan Onju comes across the line. Well, up into 4th place there as he's in the tow of Romano Fenati. Tom Booth-Amos in the background there. Going to be a difficult weekend for him. He's had a bit of an injury, suffered from a supermoto crash in the week leading up to this one. Dislocated shoulder, chip off the bone as well. Brad Binder in the garage. Good memories from years gone by here for him as well. Technically on this man's teammate as well, Jan Onju on the Red Bull KTM IO.
Interesting what you were saying about Tom Booth-Amos, man. That guy has had a serious string of injuries going all the way back to last year. One of the most unlucky riders, you would have to say, in this paddock, because he's only just returned from having kind of the equivalent of arm pump surgery, but on his calf, right? He was having issues with his legs, tensing up and cramping during races. Had some surgery, I think it was before Le Mans. Before Le Mans, yeah. Yeah, it's been a tough start to life as a full-time Grand Prix rider for Booth-Amos. But he's sitting 24th at the moment, which isn't necessarily bad going.
And Neil, just looking at our timing screens as the clock ticks down with 30 seconds to go, with judgment of how competitive it is out there and how much these times have plummeted just in these last 10 minutes or so. Lorenzo Dalla Porta, who was leading the section, well, he's in 19th place now.
This is impressive stuff from Garcia, because he's leading on the track by himself without any tow. shows obviously that he knows this place quite well, but also that he's pretty confident. Doesn't need to follow anyone to check out their lines, and times are really quick for Moto3 FP1. 49.1 is just 0.3 of a second off Paganini's pole time from a year ago. Normally in FP1, Matt, we see times that are 1.5 seconds off. Yeah, the outright circuit records.